Welcome back, Syndicate members. It is I, Joshua Mammoth, back once again with another independent comic book review. And with me always is the mistress of the Mammothverse, Rachel.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fabulous for this beautiful Florida evening.
Hot Florida evening.
It's kind of wet, too. So tonight is one that I've really been waiting on.
Oh, definitely. This is always one of our favorites.
This is actually, I read this one as soon as we left Ancient City. It's one of the first ones I read when we left, and that is Gutt Ghost. Trevor put that cover on. So this one here we got from Enzo personally.
Yes.
At last year's Ancient City. And for what he told us is this was a collaboration of a lot of the earlier Gutt Ghost stuff, and it's put into like one book from this here. You can see Enzo's signature down there too.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was such a good idea. It also made it for a nice, relatively thick graphic novel too.
Oh, it did. I really liked it because it was a little short story, but kind of like a longer story in it. I mean, you'll see.
That's true. It actually did. This kid has a few different stories in it, and they're all really good, and they all connect, which is also a good thing. So we can get started.
Always.
All right. So again, this was at Ancient City 2023, so this one was actually, it says Howdy Comics, so I guess Enzo must have published this one.
Under Howdy.
Yeah, or just solo, because Video Howdy's his dude, right?
Oh, I guess that's true, yeah. But this one's called Till We Meet Again, or Sometime Before That. Of course, by Enzo Garza. And it gets you started right away. You get to see a little, little caption, or not caption, but a little picture right there under all that title. It's really cool. I'm like, I love it. Here we go.
And actually, I got to say that before we even get started, that the artwork in this was awesome. And I think it maybe because it's black and white.
Well, that's one of my favorite things about his work, and we'll get into it more at the end, but just that fine detail, black and white. Mm-hmm. I love that fine line detail.
Yeah, and he nails that in the color ones, but there's something a little fancier about this one here.
Fancy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we start off, Gutt Ghost is just kind of out and about, and he's hungry.
I get him. Yeah, stomach gurgling. He's like, okay, you know what? I gotta find some food, and that is very important.
Yeah, and so he overhears a guy on his cell phone refer to a guy as a pizza face, and I guess hey, pizza. That sounds good. So he approaches this gentleman. Well, I guess he's not exactly gentle, but he approaches this man and asks him, hey, where's this pizza parlor at? And God gets a little rude with him.
Yeah, it does get a little rude with him. I think he calls him some kind of whatever poltergeist, right?
Well, at first he calls him a doo-doo blue banshee.
Oh, that's right. I'm like, doo-doo. What are you, a kindergarten?
Well, doo-doo blue, first off. What the hell is that? Is that like some Avatar stuff? I don't know.
That's a good point.
I was trying to think of that one because that's not much of an insult. But it actually does get Gutt's pretty pissed off here.
Oh, rightfully so.
And so we actually see one of his actual powers right away.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised. It was a little different. I definitely wasn't expecting. It's your first splash page too, which I thought was cool.
A splash page and a crossover.
Yeah,
this is like two massive pages here.
True.
And this is what we're talking about with the fine line detail on the guts.
Man, those guts, you can see every little line of those. But yeah, he literally starts attacking him with his guts. And yeah, the guy's like sick, and I'm like, yeah. Like,
I wonder what the intestine feels like.
Oh, please no.
Like a sausage.
That would be gross.
So yeah, he basically envelops this dude and absorbs him into the guts.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, okay, got my little fill now. I'm good. I'm not so hungry anymore. Because and that's probably what happened. He was just hangry.
Yeah.
That guy said the wrong thing. You're hungry. Just want some food, make some pizza. I get it.
There's a million pizza places. He could have literally pointed anywhere to avoid this.
Yeah.
And so actually, this is another thing I want to point out. Gutt Ghost has a flip phone. And he receives a text message on this flip on this flip phone,
phone.
and it's inviting him out for a meal.
It's like,
oh man, I just ate a whole person.
Like it's gonna take me a minute to digest this guy.
According to Jeffrey Dahmer.
You just watched a documentary, sorry.
So, years later, I like the next page.
Oh yeah, literally years later.
Years later.
Wow.
Gutt Ghost is in a very similar position.
Stomach's grumbling again, and I'm like, man, did it take him that long to digest that guy? And guess what? He didn't digest him.
Well, he partially digested him.
Creepy.
Sort of like how the Sarlacc pit does. It slowly digests you over 1,000 years. Maybe that's the thing. You're in there for a while.
It's true.
So, because he said he's been fighting for 3 years.
3 years. And yet he comes out not looking the exact same. Looking pretty gross, I could say.
He kind of looks like Slim Goodbody. Yes. Oh, you know Slim Goodbody? Wow, that's a dated reference. Somebody out there is laughing. So, what happens when this guy is ejected from the guts?
Well, he's definitely not happy. He is definitely mad about Gutt Ghost eating him, trying to digest him. I don't even know.
Plus, in 3 years, he saw a lot of pizza. You know it.
Oh, man.
So, the funny thing is, Gutt Ghost doesn't even remember this guy.
And he's like, you are...
Yeah, he's like, I don't quite remember you. And then, like, all of a sudden, his memory clicks. He's like, oh, yeah.
He's like, oh, you're the guy with the pizza. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
We'll go get some pizza? Sounds great.
But actually, when he, once he finishes remembering, the guy's gone.
Oh, that's right.
He's like, hey, buddy. He was actually going to say sorry, take the guy out for a slice.
Yeah. No.
Well, he's probably tired of pizza anyway. So, well, partially digested pizza.
But yeah, and then literally the next page is just the skull with this infinity symbol, but it's a gut. So
it's just this one right here.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I kind of want it on a t-shirt.
Something about this was just awesome. I don't know.
I agree.
I want to fly it on a wooden ship or something.
Are you a pirate?
Well, gut pirate. Okay, so. This was an interesting page.
Yes, because it's almost like one of those little mini stories we were telling you about.
Do you have any idea who this guy is, by any chance?
No, I don't.
Okay, so going way back to when I reviewed Stabbity Bunny Gutt Ghost, the crossover there, this guy's on the cover of that.
Oh.
Well, on the big cover with all this stuff where they're at the train. Or not train station, the bus stop.
Bus stop, yeah.
Yeah, and so that guy, he's like floating in the wind up there, and I was always thinking, who the hell is this guy?
Now we know.
Now I know, he's the Fiend.
Weird. I didn't know he appeared, so I'll have to put a picture of that.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's just on the cover. He's not in the book.
Good detail for that, man.
Yeah, I always wondered about that. So yeah, the wind. Basically, I don't even really understand what's going on with this, but he's kind of floating out there, and I guess he's kind of sad that he's the Fiend. But then Gutt Ghost is like, "Oh, dude, you got to be you."
Yeah, you're the Fiend.
And then he says, "The wind carries me now to crush the skulls of my enemies and see their blood spill before me."
This was very dramatic. It really was. I liked it.
I'm gonna say that tomorrow when I get into work. So I'm just gonna walk in just like that. The wind carries me out to crush me. Like, yo, get to work.
Yeah, what a way to start a day. They're very used to this. So.
True. So this was actually my favorite mini story of the book.
Yeah.
This was a good one because some of you may or may not know. We watch a lot of cult stuff.
We do.
Well, a lot of culty stuff. We're really interested in how those get set up, and I mean, not that we're trying to set them up. Right? We're just interested in how the whole thing goes.
And how people believe.
Yeah, it's very interesting. And so apparently, there's one cult we had never heard of, the Cult of Gutt.
And I could see this could be a very popular cult.
And well, first off, the dude you worship, is living.
That's a good
He's
point.
right there.
And he's filled with guts. I mean, if you're going to worship something, it is something abnormal. So
Yeah, it's not something that
And
like.
hey, they're financed because he's gonna buy his pizza.
Yeah, so apparently the southeastern region has a trust fund set up for Gutt Ghost.
Yeah, but they're connected because this is what the
they've gone
the north.
nationwide.
Yeah, they're nationwide now. This is like the north side.
Oh yeah, this was the southeastern chapter. Oh shit, maybe they're around here somewhere. Southeastern. I was wondering what that pamphlet was the other day. So he asked him, "Hey, you want to hook me up with some pizza?"
Mm-hmm.
And the guy's like, "Yo, actually, I want to tell you a joke." And this is where things really take a very weird turn. I kind of thought I was on acid for a minute, but I wasn't. It was real.
It's always real.
So, it's a knock-knock joke. So he's like, hey, just have to say knock-knock. So, knock-knock, who's there? And the dude, he has like a scar on his chest. Like it looked like maybe like a heart surgery scar.
Something.
Right here. So he rips it open and pulls it back like a hoodie.
Yeah. Horrible.
Revealing like, his slim good body look.
And yeah, it's literally just, you can see his muscles and everything. And
right.
It's just, it's a human body. Remember that? Wasn't that an exhibit or something?
Yes.
But it's just like
that.
that.
Remember Inside Out Boy? Maybe like him. Remember, because he went so far, he was on the swing, and he went all the way over, and it caused his skin to go on the inside.
No, I don't.
Ooh, boy.
That sounds weird.
Man, Inside Out Boy. Yeah. Things get really weird here because once his chest rips open, they're in some type of other world.
That's true.
Or maybe not world. Dimension. And in this dimension, it's revealed their true purpose, which is, I got it right here, chaos and bloodshed.
I love it, yeah.
And the art here is really
so
awesome.
Cool. Yeah, again, it's just all those fine line details.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know how he even does it, but yeah, it looks amazing.
And, I really like to go over the art with a fine-tooth comb, too. Because I for some of you who don't know how my process works, I do have these enlarged so I can look at the panels, really big, and see everything in there. Because sometimes you find really, really good stuff.
Oh, I agree.
Like,
well, I mean, that's
hidden.
how you found the fiend guy.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because he's literally like this tiny number. So basically, from there, he's asked if he has any, is he a rewards program?
Oh, yeah.
And
I was like, what?
And so this is where he like snaps back into reality, and dude is at a grocery store paying for groceries.
Yep, and he's like, I'm sorry, what? And she's like, hello, number, rewards, like, what are we doing here? And he's like, what?
And I'm pretty sure we saw that lady at Walmart.
I knew you were going to say something.
She looks like a Walmart lady.
You're so mean.
I'm not being mean, I'm just being observant. So, from there he pays for the groceries. And, Gutt Ghost gets recognized in public a lot.
Well, he's very recognizable. I mean, he's floating around, sheet, guts underneath. You don't see that every day. That
couple from Beetlejuice could pose as him when they put the sheets on. So he's recognized by a fan in the grocery store, and he's like, "Oh, Gutt Ghost!" And it startles him, and he spills his groceries on the floor.
Yeah.
And true to Gutt Ghost's form, he's about to eat this dude. Or I guess it's not really eating, absorbing him into the gut.
Yeah. Because he's mad, and, he needs to work on his temper a little bit, but, what you know. And then we get another amazing 2-page splash page where he's going to absorb this guy going, yo!
And that is like the classic, like, Gutt Ghost from he pulls the sheet up and you see it. Something disgusting about that.
That's so true.
But truly remarkable.
Truly.
So the guy takes off running after calling him a garbage fool.
Oh, I thought that was so mean.
And he's like, "Hey, I'm sorry, dude, but what the hell?" And then unfortunately, he gets disinvited to the barbecue he was buying the groceries for because they spilled everywhere.
Well, I mean, if he got no food,
it wasn't his fault.
He needs to go buy that grocery.
Can't afford that. You know how grocery prices are, man.
It's a rough time.
So, on the other side of town, We don't know how many days or years this is.
Who knows with him?
But on the other side of town, I'm guessing from where the grocery store was, Gutt Ghost, he's yet again walking around hungry. This dude is
always hungry. Babe, he's all intestines.
That's a good
Wouldn't
point.
you be hungry? You're all stomach. That's all you are. I mean, I'm hungry thinking about it.
True. Actually, man, if I was all stomach, man, I would just eat Little Debbie's until the end of time.
Don't you already?
I got to put a hold on it after the first couple boxes. So he's walking around and he sees a guy eating a slice. So, hey, Gutt Ghost walks up to the dude.
Pizza.
Hey, what's up, man? Where'd you get that slice from?
Like an Ninja Turtle in his pizza.
Yeah, well, hey, especially if it looks good, it smells good. And so the guy gets startled and unfortunately turns back to his true form.
Yes.
Which is this, it kind of looks like the melted face Nazi from Indiana Jones. Sorry.
Oh god.
It's with like a polka dotted dress of some sort.
Yes, it's definitely a look for him. Yeah.
Which wait, no, that's not. It's a death shroud.
Oh, that's right. It was
yeah.
A death shroud.
And he says that I wrote this name down. I'm probably gonna completely demolish it, but Peter Ghoul.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I thought that was a cool name. Yeah, I wasn't too sure I'd pronounce it, but I'm thinking that's how.
We also learned that Gutt Ghost, we've been mispronouncing it this whole time. Gutt Ghost.
So funny. I'm like, there's no way.
Yeah, I mean that's fancy though. That sounds a little Paris-y there.
A little Paris-y. It's a Paris dog.
So Peter tells Gutt Ghost he knows the perfect spot for pizza.
It's just on the road.
Immediately on board.
Yeah.
So they walk for several hours.
And then finally Gutt Ghost is like, dude.
Well, actually before that, remember what they run into?
Uh-uh.
The dead body.
Yeah. I forget that. I blocked it from my mind.
They run into the dead body of the earlier guy from that came out of the gut that was absorbed and then deabsorbed.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the right word for that.
I don't know what it was.
In any case, yeah, we see he finally died and was just kind of laying out there smelling. And Gutt Ghost is like, I ain't got time for this, man. I'm hungry.
Pizza.
Well, let's go. So the other guy's like, should we call somebody? No.
It's fine.
Every time you call someone, something happens.
I just want some pizza.
Just want the pizza. And actually, man, I want pizza now really bad. But in any case. So as they're walking away, we see like this gurgling from the stomach of the dead body.
Yes.
And, I could have thought maybe it was like that gas, that comes out the dead body, but it wasn't. It was a chaos demon.
Straight up out of Alien style.
It was a chaos demon. And it comes out, and this thing is gnarly.
Disgusting. Love the detail on this one, too.
I kind of want to know what it's going to look like at full size, though.
I do. It's going to be terrifying.
Well, luckily, though, as soon as it came out, it literally got punched in the face by some robot arm.
Oh, yeah.
And then lassoed by Gutt Ghost Kid.
Yes, and love Gutt Ghost Kid. Again, another really cool splash page where you get to see her, him, them, however you want to say it. But yeah, love the tights. It was really cool.
Yeah, it was like I don't even know how to describe it. Like part Jason, part Gutt Ghost, part Pippi Longstocking.
I like it. They have this cute little robot.
Actually, so the robot actually is an insult bot as well, and it prints out a specialized insult that it puts on top of the body.
And I think that's funny. It'd be so handy at work sometimes. Like,
that I thought that was like the coolest thing. Like,
go ahead.
It was like insult printing, and they put it on top. It's just stupid. So right after that, though, Gutt Ghost is like, "Look, man, it's been a while. Where's this place at?"
Yeah.
Where does he tell him? Showbiz Pizza.
Yeah, he's like, dude, that's like 90 miles away.
Not only that, but Showbiz has been closed for a while.
Oh, true too, yeah.
But in any case,
and it's fall.
Yes, but I guess Peter knows where there's a Showbiz Pizza in Manhattan. So I guess that's one reason to go to New York.
I think that's the reason.
Oh, they don't have it there anymore? So, Pete apologizes, but unfortunately, Gutt Ghost is pissed, and he guts out again.
Yep, he's freaking out again.
So once he starts freaking out, Peter's like, "Hey, I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. I actually didn't know it was that far. My bad."
Yeah.
In fact, I think he actually says "my bad." And so they end up parting ways, but not before Gutt Ghost calls him the Pizza Ghoul.
I know, and he's like, "Oh, no one's ever called me that." And he was like, "Oh, sorry, dude." He's like, "Oh, really? No one's ever called me that." And I was like, "That's so funny."
And then we get this awesome last page of the comic.
Of course. Which again, another close-up of the guts.
And actually, the pizza Ghoul. I like the legs on this guy.
Oh, it's crazy. His whole outfit and just his whole like, or what do you call it? The demon shroud.
The death shroud.
The death shroud. Yeah. It's a dress. It's on.
I wouldn't want to put that hat on after he's worn it, though.
I don't want to put any of that on after he's worn. He looks all melty. That's why he looks like Pizza Face.
Oh, you mean Pizza the Hut?
Pizza the Hut. Yeah, what was that? That was from Spaceballs,
yeah,
right?
Spaceballs.
That's right. That's what reminded
I
me.
have a plethora of 80s and 90s. I'm sure people could tell that just by listening. All right, you ready to break this biscuit down?
Yeah,
Let me take a little sip here.
Yeah, this was definitely a fun, quick read. It was so much fun to read.
Okay.
What did you like about it?
Well, you actually mentioned it. It was a quick read.
Yeah.
I mean, not that I enjoy a really fast read, but it was just like boom, 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 like it all like kind of gelled together.
Yeah.
And each story had its really funny moments and its disgusting moments.
I think that's why it was such a quick read. It was so funny. It was just sometimes there's just little like dry humor slips in there. I really appreciate them.
I appreciate Enzo's humor as well.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, it's very similar to mine. I think a little bit.
I can see that.
I like the black and white aspect too, because the other Gutt Ghost that we've done, well, at least the Stabbity Bunny one, that was color, and I think this added a different element to it.
Well, actually, that's something I liked about it too, was the fact that he had very fine line drawing. I'm a real big fan of that, and I just thought it looked really cool. The detail that you can get in it, I think it just looked awesome. And for the fact that he had actually like a pink cover, and then it had like a black binding. I don't know why. I just thought that looked so cool.
I thought it looked cool too.
It reminded me of something, I couldn't remember what, but I really liked it.
Yeah, when he had those on the table, we had to pick those up, and then of course we picked up his son's books as well.
Wow.
Yeah, those were awesome. So I put down it's here, the Skull Infinity symbol.
I really like that one, actually. That was one of my favorite things. As soon as I turned that page, I was like, oh, get that on a shirt.
What about the Pizza Ghoul's death shroud? You like that?
I don't think that's what you're going for. It looked like a moo-moo, but I liked his whole look. It worked for him. He really pulled it off.
I think it did work for him.
Yeah, it worked for him.
It really went with the melty face.
He had the pepperoni. Yeah, it worked. I saw it.
What did you really like?
Well, like I said, I really like the skull and the infinity symbol. I just thought that looked really cool. Again, just the way it was drawn with the fine details.
Mm-hmm.
But I also just really liked all the splash pages.
Yeah.
There were a lot of them. They were really cool. We had like dual splash pages on some of them. It was really cool. I liked how it was done.
Yeah, I enjoyed Enzo's work on those splash pages as well. And man, you can just stare at them.
You could.
Right?
I agree. And that's what I think. Most of them could be posters, it could be a t-shirt. There's so much cool stuff just to look at it.
It's true. Yeah, you're right. That could definitely be a t-shirt.
Oh, yeah.
So I put that I loved Gutt Ghost's love of pizza.
You would. I think that's better. Yeah,
He'd be set around here.
he sure would. Too much pizza around here. I actually really like the transforming guy in the beginning.
Oh, that was funny.
I don't know why. It just kind of cracked me up. And yeah, it was just, again, the really good detail of how everything was done. I just thought that was cool.
I really like the insult bot.
I know. Again, you just need one of those in your life. Like, how could you not? That is the funniest thing. And he keeps this stupid. Like, you don't even get a good insult, you're just stupid.
And a picture of yourself.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Just in case you didn't know.
I also put... I liked how the guy that came back out disappeared until the end.
Oh, I know. Then he just kind of popped back up. And let me tell you, that alien pop scene with that thing coming out of his gut, that's scary. That's going to come around in the next one, and I am terrified to see what that means too.
Yeah, that was pretty gnarly for sure.
Yeah, as soon as that thing started bubbling, I'm like, oh, see, you should have done something about that thing as soon as it came out. This is what you're going to get now.
Well, luckily, Kid Gutt Ghost was there. Or Gutt Ghost Kid, sorry.
I know, what a cool kid. That's actually something that I loved was the Gutt Ghost kid.
I think I put that down too. I sure did.
Yeah.
I want to see a comic of just Gutt Ghost Kid.
Such a cool kid. Like, and again, the outfit completely worked. I loved it. They had tights with like these little hearts on the knees. So cool.
You think Gutt Ghost Kid could like team up with Kid Jason?
That should be your next one, guys. If you're not working on it, please.
That'd be awesome.
I love that idea because they're both such cool characters.
What else did you love?
Honestly, just the story in general. I thought it was really funny. I love Gutt Ghost as a character. I think it's just such a random character to have. But how funny. I mean, literally, he's just all guts, but it makes it a really fun story. And again, he's always hungry and
his
trying
sarcasm,
to find food.
too.
Yeah, it's just, I love that dry humor. I love it.
I agree. Yeah, his delivery is really good.
It's always on the money.
Okay, so I put that, I really like that fiend page.
That was a good one. I really wasn't
It was
expecting
weird,
that.
but it was awesome.
That's what I love too, is just all the different kind of mini stories within a story kind of thing. You get characters, come from the beginning of the story to the end of the story. Some were, you never even heard before. They just kind of pop up. I thought it was really interesting.
And the fact that the Fiend just kind of looks like glowing paper, that makes me interested of what his true form is.
I didn't think about that. Maybe he's just paper.
What did you think about the Gutt Ghost flip phone?
That's so funny. I love how he's keeping it old school.
Well, he had a smartphone at the end, but there was that scene where he pulls out that, and the guy, and I know it's not a dated one because the guy in it that he absorbed had a smartphone.
This is true.
Trevor put that up a little circle there. A pizza ghoul.
Oh, that was again one of my favorites. He just looked so cool. In that last page of him, it was just like star-studded right there. It was so cool.
That would be a cool poster.
But yeah, his face, it literally looked like melted cheese. His little dress, or whatever he wants to call it, is looking like pepperoni. And again, his legs.
Yeah,
I didn't even understand what was going on with those, but they look so funny.
It's like, they look kind of like, I guess, hairy monkey legs or something. I guess all monkeys have hairy legs, but with no bones.
Yeah, they were just like almost like an octopus leg. It was weird.
Yeah. So all in all, this was so good.
All the characters in it. It was funny. It was a quick read, but it was so entertaining. I just really enjoyed it.
And it also filled us in on some other stuff that we didn't know about Gutt Ghost. First off, his temper. Who knew?
Yeah, he might need to go a little anger management.
I mean, wow, he goes right for the jugular. Like,
I think it's because he's hungry. I get it. I get a little angry. I do. I understand.
He should carry a Snickers with him or something.
Sure, you feel better.
So, do you have anything else you wanted to add?
No, it's just you should definitely pick this up. You can actually pick this up locally too. I'm sure it's at Blackbird Comics there in Maine.
It's probably at Blackbird Comics.
But of course not, we'll leave everything below, but you can definitely reach them on his website.
Yeah, I'll put his store link up, and then of course if you're in the Maitland area, hop into Blackbird and let him know Joshua Mammoth sent you. You may even see me in there from time to time.
Yeah, because honestly, you should just go in there. They've got great coffees and teas and stuff, and yeah, they're just amazing.
That's true, their coffees are really good.
I had some teas there a couple weeks ago, so good.
Mm-hmm. All right, Syndicate members, that's all we have for you this time. So, I think we got a really good one coming up next too, and we'll keep it on the But yeah, we're gearing up to hit a couple of cons later in the year too. So we're gonna refill our stash. and we got a lot to go. But if there's any artists out there that maybe want their book to be reviewed, I'll put my email address down below, so just hit me up. And
we'd be happy to review it.
Definitely. All right, Syndicate members, between the known and the unknown lies the mammoth. I'll see you next time.